Right. So next question on how to round off numbers according to the significant figures. So here I have provided the example. Let's say the question asks you to round off 1234 correct to two significant figures. So one way of doing this is drawing a number line with the place value with the number 1234. Now since the question is asking for two significant figures, that means we start counting from the first non-zero digit, so that's 1 and 2. Okay, so that means the number before will of course consider from the first two digit, which is 1200. That means the other number is 1300. And then we look at the third digit here. So third digit is less than 5, which means it is nearer to 1200. We look at that one. So 1234, is it nearer to 1200 or 1300? Okay, there's another way of looking at that one. So you would see from the number line here when you do your number line correctly. So 1234 is nearer to 1200. That means that is what we're going to round off, 1234 correct to two significant figures. Now if three significant figures, okay, if three significant figures, that means we count 1 2 3, so we put our numbers 1 2 3 0. Okay, that means here would be 1 2 4 0. So 1234 is nearer to 1230, and that's your significant figures. Now how about if you have decimals? Okay, if you have decimals, so let's say if we have 12.34. okay, so if we have so if we're gonna write down two significant figures, it's the same thing. Doesn't matter whether it's whole number or decimal, the method is still the same. You put the number given in the middle, and then because it's two significant figures, so you carry out 1 and 2. So that means number here is 12. Okay, because it's the number before the decimal point, that means you can just write 12, no need to write 0.00. okay, and then the next number after 12 is 13. So 12.34 is nearer to 12. So that means two significant figures would be 12. That's it. Now if it's, so I'm running out of space here. So if three significant figure, same thing, the number given here, so 3. So 1 2 3. So that means first number here will be 12.3, here will be 12.4. okay, just tambah 1 saja, the last digit tambah 1. okay, and then again it's nearer to here, so it's near to 12.3, so that is why jawapannya for three significant figures is 12.3. Hopefully that helps. Now next one is for decimal places. So how to determine the number of decimal places of a given number? So it's the same thing. What we're gonna see is decimal. Okay, so I am going to use the same example as above, but only for the decimal, of course. So how many decimals are there? You count after the decimal point. So that's a decimal point. So you count how many numbers there are. 1, 2. So this number is written into decimal places. How about the next one, 0.00203? Again, that's a decimal point. You just count how many numbers are there after decimal point. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So that means this is 5 decimal place. So it's quite different with significant figures. So you can see the difference there. So what if for the number 23,410, there's no decimal. So there's no decimal places. Okay? Just like that. So let's have an example. So when you round off, okay, you round off. So for example, round off. So here I'll include decimal. Okay, correct to 1 decimal place. That means what? That means you only include 1.234. You only include, so that's a decimal point, and that's the only number that you include. That means you don't need to include that one. So equals to 1.2. That's it. Now if you check out 2 decimal place, so you have 1.234. That's the decimal point. So 2 saja. So 2. Okay, so ini dah payah. Okay, and then because that number is less than 5, so you don't need to add 1. So equals to 1.23. That's it. Okay, so you try out the past year questions. If you do not know, you may refer to the solutions to the past year questions. Look at it, and then the last 4 pages, try it out and insert your answer in the form. Okay.